What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And Philippe Coutinho is once again linked with a move to Liverpool, and other Premier League clubs are also interested in him. The Spanish Sport newspaper, which is a Catalan newspaper, has a very detailed report on this story, so I will tell you guys exactly what is that in that report. And let me know in the comments below, do you want Liverpool to re-sign Coutinho on a pretty low transfer fee with pretty low wages? We could even loan him in for 1 or 2 seasons. Let me know if you want that to happen. Philippe Coutinho is still at a pretty decent age. He's 27 years old, about that, so I think he can still do a great job for Liverpool. And if you enjoy these transfer news episodes, leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here. Turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest Liverpool news. And Coutinho will have to lower his salary to leave Barcelona, according to this report in the Sport newspaper. And Inter Milan and 2 English clubs, including Liverpool and Leicester City, have asked about the availability of Coutinho. Barcelona does not rule out the prospect of Coutinho staying at Barcelona, but they also won't really force him out or kick him out. He is the most expensive signing in Barcelona history, and according to the report, Coutinho may have closed his cycle at the Nou Camp prematurely. The departure of Coutinho this summer is possible, but everything will depend on the footballer himself. At Barcelona, they are already clear that Coutinho will have several ways to leave Barcelona, although they will not force him to make a decision. It will be the Brazilian himself who is now analyzing his future with everything that has been going on in the last few years, and he must step forward to open negotiations with other clubs. At the moment, Coutinho has 3 options on the table, but everything would depend on whether he himself made his salary lower, because he wants to revitalize his career away from Barcelona. Barcelona would prefer a permanent transfer, but at the moment it is not ruled out that Ronald Koeman would continue with Coutinho in the squad, because Koeman likes Coutinho a lot, but he has been out injured since at the end of December, so he hasn't played for 6 months. What Barcelona know, and they are already clear about it, is that they will not sell Coutinho, so they will either loan him out or keep him in the Barcelona squad, which I think is perfect for Liverpool, because a 1-year loan deal is really a risk-free thing. It would cost only a few £1 to loan Coutinho in, plus his wages, and I think it's worth a punt to take on Coutinho. The main reason why Barcelona don't want to sell Coutinho is that because he hasn't played for 6 months, if they put him on the market, on the transfer market, he wouldn't attract a reasonable price. So Barcelona don't want to lose on a lot of money on this transfer deal. So basically Barcelona just want the 3rd highest salary at the club of the wage bill, so that plan is viable through a loan deal. It is also ruled out that Barcelona enters any exchange, because Coutinho's transfer value right now would be around 60 million euros, and Barcelona assume nobody in their right mind would pay 60 million euros right now for Coutinho, and that's true. And so what happened is Coutinho left Barcelona to undergo surgery and to recover, probably in his home country in Brazil, and leaving his entire future in the hands of his agent and his representatives. Barcelona has not wanted to participate actively in this matter, although it has been informing Coutinho's agents of the movements and interests that were emerging around Coutinho. And at the club they maintain that it is not true that Coutinho has no chance to remain at Barcelona. There are 3 clubs with the possibility of signing Coutinho, but the Brazilians should make a gesture towards Barcelona, since his salary, and with the corona pandemic, Barcelona's finances has been hit hard. One of the clubs that is studying the possibility of bringing Coutinho is Inter Milan. They would only accept a loan with a purchase option for Coutinho. Coutinho came to Europe at Inter, and the relationship between Coutinho's representatives and the Italian club is excellent. Italian taxation would also help pay a good portion of his salary, but Inter understands that they cannot pay him what he gets at Barcelona. His wages are just too high, not just for Inter but for other clubs as well. Barcelona has already negotiated with him in recent weeks to adjust the salary, and the prospects are good, so Coutinho will probably accept a considerable salary reduction. Coutinho's big dream is to return to Liverpool, but there he does have not open doors at the moment, because Liverpool have many offensive players in the squad, and he doesn't really enter into the immediate plans of Jurgen Klopp. But I can see a way where Coutinho will have a place in the Liverpool squad, because Liverpool are looking to sell many attacking players. We are looking to sell Xherdan Shaqiri, Divock Origi, even maybe Naby Keita, but definitely Harry Wilson, Ojo, and other players, Marco Grujic. And Liverpool, if the Liverpool sell 2 or 3 of their attacking players who have been in the squad last season, there will be a place for Philippe Coutinho. And on a 1-year loan deal, as I said, it's a very low risk transfer for Liverpool to make. Leicester City are also interested in him. Brendan Rodgers is a big fan of Coutinho, of course. They worked together at Liverpool. And the idea of Barcelona is that Coutinho joins the pre-season with Barcelona and continues his recovery in Barcelona. He's not going to force himself at any time, although it has been made clear to him that Barcelona will give everything available, the facilities and everything to prepare Coutinho for the new season. So his agent, Giuliano Bertolucci, is currently on tour in Europe, and his priority is to get some proposals for Coutinho. So Coutinho ends up making the decision where he wants to go next. But if Coutinho decides not to leave Barcelona, he will still have a place in the Ronald Koeman squad. So that is the full report of the Catalan newspaper, and I think Coutinho joining Liverpool is a dream scenario, but a lot of things need to happen in order for that to happen. Mainly Liverpool need to sell some players, and Jurgen Klopp needs to think that Coutinho is needed in the Liverpool squad. And even Jose Enrique said that he's hoping Liverpool will re-sign Coutinho and bring Coutinho back to Liverpool. So let me know, where do you stand on this debate? I'm like 60% leaning towards bringing in Coutinho, just because he would easily score 10-15 goals next season if he's staying fit. And on a 1-year loan deal, I don't see a tremendous amount of risk in bringing in Coutinho. The worst thing that could happen is Coutinho doesn't live up to his previous standard and he goes back to Barcelona, and then it's Barcelona's problem again. Because with an option to buy, if Coutinho sets the world right, if he scores 10-15 goals from midfield and we win the Premier League, then by all means re-sign Coutinho next summer. But I don't think that's a tremendous risk to bring him in on a 1-year loan deal. But I think Salah, Mane and Firmino stays at Liverpool, and Coutinho could only come in to complement the current front three at Liverpool. I don't see a major change in terms of Liverpool will not sign one of the front three this summer. I think next summer is the earliest when that could happen. And Kravietz, one of the coaches at Liverpool, has talked about Sadio Mane to Liverpool's official website. He said, "I believe Jurgen feels that as a manager it was one of his biggest mistakes not to sign Sadio Mane for Borussia Dortmund. Then of course we had him always in our minds. We knew how unbelievable he can be. We followed his development at Southampton as well, and he performed already on this higher level in the Premier League, and this was in the end a no-brainer opportunity to bring this player, Sadio Mane, to the Liverpool squad. That was one of our golden decisions, I would say. We were absolutely right with our first impression. At the same time, we were surprised with how well he developed during his time in Liverpool. His qualities are unique. Sadio is a player with every possibility in attacking. His one-on-one skills, his speed, left or right, his finishing, his ability to score goals with his head as well is unbelievable. To jump as high as he's able to, I never saw that before. As well, his readiness and his ability in terms of defending. Whatever you want from him, he's able to learn very quick, and he has this effort he puts in for the team in defending situations as well. He leads by example, he leads by quality. he leads by attitude. And also Kravietz continued that you can see the fire which is burning inside Mane on the pitch, and a lot of opponents try to provoke him. This is something that he learned during the years as well, to stay calm and at the same time not to lose his fire and his will and his ambition to play successful football, and to give the opponent no possibility to bring him out of the middle of his brain, to disturb his concentration or his focus. This is something that he improved on so massively, and it is a clear sign of his personality and his development to be one of the top 3 players in the world in his position as a winger. And that is debatable, but I think definitely Mane is in the top 10 best wingers in the world on his days. So I think that is a tremendous description of what the Liverpool coach said about Sadio Mane. And also we have breaking news from Christian Falk, the Bild newspaper's journalist who broke the Thiago to Liverpool story last summer, that Liverpool have been told what kind of transfer fee they would need to put on the table for Bayern Munich to sell Kingsley Coman, the French winger, to them. And it looks like Bayern are not going to sell Coman, because message from Bayern Munich to Liverpool and Man United is that Bayern want a transfer fee of a minimum 90 million euros for Kingsley Coman, and also the player thinks this is unrealistic, this transfer for this summer, and that is just an absolutely bonkers transfer fee. When a club says that, you know that they are just not willing to sell Kingsley Coman, and they have a lot of wingers, Bayern Munich, but they probably don't want to lose one of their best players, Kingsley Coman, but they have Leroy Sané, they have Serge Gnabry and other players, and I think Liverpool need to build up a squad which can rival the likes of Bayern Munich, Man City, the really big boys in Europe. And we are on the way there, but we still need 1 or 2 players. I don't think Kingsley Coman is worth 90 million euros, not at all. I think he's worth about like 60% of that. So if Liverpool could sign him for like 40-50 million, that would be a decent transfer fee, but it looks like Bayern Munich are not going to sell him for that amount. And also, what do you think about Rafael Benitez set to be appointed as Everton manager? At the time of recording this video, it's not official yet. At least when I pressed the record button, it wasn't official yet, but it looks like Everton asked Benitez to travel to their stadium or to their training ground today to be officially unveiled as the new manager. And I have very mixed emotions about this, because I don't want Everton to do well. I wish them nothing but the worst. I want them to get to finish in the bottom half of the table in the Premier League, but also I admire Rafa Benitez. I think he's a Liverpool legend, but I think Jamie Carragher summed up perfectly what Liverpool fans should do. It's one of those ones where you just have to sit back with popcorn and watch it all unfold, because some of the treatment that Rafa Benitez got from Everton fans was nothing short of unacceptable and disgraceful. Some fans even hung banners outside of Rafa Benitez's house saying "we know where you live" and things like that, basically threatening him and his family, which is really despicable, unacceptable. I mean, you have to divide. You have to draw a line between football and life. You cannot, it's just football. You cannot threaten a man and his family when he's just accepting a job opportunity. You should be angry at the Everton owners, Everton fans. They are the ones who offered Rafa Benitez a job. And what Rafa Benitez, after traveling the world, being the manager in all kinds of places, being the manager of Real Madrid, and even being a manager at Newcastle, and even in China, he just wants to be closer to his family. His wife and his kids live in Liverpool, and they have lived at Liverpool since Rafa Benitez moved to Liverpool to become Liverpool manager. So he clearly loves the city, and I think he's just wanted to live closer to his family. So you should respect that. He just accepted the job that was put in front of him. And yes, football fans can be tribal and very emotional, But there is just something that is too much, in my opinion. To threaten Rafa Benitez and his family like that is just unacceptable in my eyes. And some Liverpool fans are saying that right now Liverpool should be cashing in on Xherdan Shaqiri after the Euros, because now his stock is high after Switzerland made it to the quarterfinals, knocking out France. What an incredible achievement. And also England knocked out Germany 2-0. What an incredible achievement by England as well. Congratulations to them. What a story. For the first time since the World Cup final in 1966, England beat Germany at a major tournament. And also for the first time since 1996, England won a knockout game in the Euros. What a story. And they deserved it. The second half performance was much better by England, and the twice when they scored, England fans erupted, Wembley roared, and I really enjoyed it, and I wish England all the best. I really hope they get to the final, and then let's see who they meet in the final. But Denmark in the semi-finals, and before that Ukraine, they are not going to be easy games. So England have to play like they played in the second half, with a lot of attacking and authority and ruthless finishing. Let me know what you think of the Euros so far. I'm absolutely loving the tournament. Really looking forward to Friday and watching more games played. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.